Okay, I'm here today, October 21st on a Wednesday, and October is a significant month for me. It's the month that my mother was killed and buried, but that's a whole nother story. The reason why I'm here today is to address all of my friends and loved ones who haven't seen me in a long time and who have I never spoken to in a good while. Because as you well know, I don't believe in social media as much as I probably should have now due to the things that I've learned. I am born and raised in social circle pretty much all of my life, and as well as one of our candidates ran on the campaign as to this city is built up on the citizens and the churches that built it up over the last 100 years. I couldn't agree more. We also have a slogan here that's Georgia's greatest little town. I couldn't agree with that more either. I love all the citizens, white, black, green, and yellow. We are all God's children. However, the reason why I'm here to speak to you today is about a lawsuit that I filed in the year of 2010. Just want to discuss it. After many years of waiting, the judge has made his ruling on this case. On September of 2010, shortly after filing this charge, I was terminated on November the 23rd. Approximately 2 years go by before the commission ruled that my case had merit. In May of 2012, the commission ruled that my case did have merit, and both parties were invited to conciliate. The city refused to conciliate, so it was turned over to the DOJ. The Department of Justice, after approximately 6 months of looking over the case, granted me the right to sue. On March 20, 2013, I then hired an attorney and filed a formal suit against Douglas B. White while working in the capacity of the City of Social Circle. The city hired an attorney who denied all claims and filed a motion for summary judgment. On September the 30th, 2015, the judge granted the motion. Words can't describe how I feel, but however, I respect the judge's ruling. After reviewing what I do know now about the law, this was what the decision was based on. I do strongly disagree. For example, when filing a charge under Title VII, your case has to reach a certain bar. Being called nigger, monkey, motherfucker, things of that nature, my life being threatened, that was not enough to find someone guilty for being discriminatory. This I did not know. So my fellow citizens, this hasn't silenced me, but it has only made me stronger to become a lifelong advocate for justice. This is why I now am an official member of the NAACP, and I intend to keep fighting until death do me part. But there have been many victims of injustice. The only difference between them and me is that I'm still alive. I dedicate this letter to the little homie, Dana Baines, now another victim of democracy, Devin Gifford, who is a white boy, but he still deserves just as much justice as we do. He should remind all of us black brothers and sisters that justice is not black and white, but it's right and wrong. So I want to close my letter in thanking all of my white brothers and sisters who stood up for me in a discrimination case in spite of possible retaliation. So when you see my African brother friends, just as Minister Farrakhan said, there are good whites who want to see us survive. They want to see us free. But it's just our justice system that is broken. So, if you can't unite, if you won't vote, if you won't stand up, then I have much want to say. Shut the F up. As for the judge, they probably feel like they made the right decision. But when you look at the material and the attorneys put in summary judgment, you can't tell me that they couldn't take a biased stance. When you have strong testimony coming from high-ranking officials, such as police officers, judges, and others, this is why we have to have a public outcry. This won't be silent. They play the game of divide and conquer. But we have to unite and stand on a strong front. Now, you don't have to take my word for what I'm saying, but later on, during the duration of this, you will learn all the details of this case. Soon, you'll be hearing the tape where I was called nigger, monkey, and motherfucker. But it wasn't enough to reach to the highest bar, so a judge granted the city of Social Circle summary judgment. Ask yourself one question. Why did the city fight so diligently for Doug White when he was working for the city of capacity of Social Circle? Why did they fight me but settle so many other cases? Because I filed my case long before many of these people did. But they played a major role in bringing forth a lot of evidence that our citizens don't know about. I won't call names right now, but all of this evidence will be brought to the light very soon. I, like I said, still believe in the justice system. I have limited amount of days to appeal this case, but I'm calling on all activists, NAACP, SCLC, whoever want to play a role in standing with me to see that justice is not swept under the rug, but hear my voice while I'm still living, when so many others are gone, so they can't tell their story. I just want to tell mine, and not let this be decided by one man or woman, because this is a case that needs to go before a jury of my peers. That's the only thing I ask for this case to be decided by a jury of my peers, and you can hear and see all evidence. But until then, we will be calling on a public forum so I can show and tell all. I'll be calling names for heads to be chopped, because there's still many people who are still working right here in the city government right now. And when you make the decision for yourself. Don't take my word for it.